Yo, what's up guys? New videos. Yo, what's up guys? Say Chronicles here. New video, and this video is about the equipment succession. So first of all, we probably know the rune succession. Rune succession is where you simply put one rune in and then you take the stats of the other rune. So the one on the top is the one that you target and the other one is the material. Keep that in mind. This is the one you will keep. This is the material, and that will work the same way for equipment succession. Equipment succession, however, has a few extra rules, and those rules took me a little bit to figure out like where, what, when, and how, because they're not as straightforward as for the other thing. Before we get into the video, I would like to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is the Huawei app. If you're planning to buy packs within Chronicles, I recommend you to buy them cheaper, and Huawei AppGallery can help you with that. How does that work out? First, you would have to download the Huawei AppGallery, first link in the description, download the HMS core, and then also create an account. Once we have that all set up, we can search for Summoners War Chronicles, and we can see over here that we can install the game. Once the game is installed, we can also see that we have the campaign over here, which is the current running campaign where you can get your coupons for discounts. As you can see right here, there's a bunch of coupons that you can claim very easily. You hit the claim button, you get those. You can use those coupons to get a certain amount of discount. Also, I highly recommend to join their Discord, which is linked all the way at the bottom, but also in the description down below. If you want to keep track of all of their discount, all of their coupons, all of their other activities that they're doing. Also, if there's any problems with your purchase, there's very friendly people there in their Discord to help you out with any of those problems. And therefore, it makes it very easy for you to get discounts on your packs in Summoners War Chronicles. Once we have those coupons claimed, we can easily go into the game, use the coupons, and have a discount on our next packs. Once we're in the game, we can very simply go to a certain pack that we would like to buy. For example, this one. We can hit the confirm button, and we go to the Huawei purchase window. In here on the bottom left, which I'm kind of sitting in front of, you can see which kind of coupon you're using. So always select the best coupon that you have available. And then you can select your preferred way of paying. Afterwards, this screen simply takes you back to the game, and you successfully purchase the pack with a discount using the Huawei AppGallery. So once again, I would like to thank Huawei AppGallery for sponsoring this video, and let's get on to the video. So first of all, if you want to succeed any of your equipment, you have to unequip it and get it out of arena. So for example, if I say like, okay, I want to succeed this one, I unequip it, I go over here right now, I still cannot see it. The main reason is you have to pull it out of arena as well. So in this case, I would have to set up my defense again, register it, and then if I'm not mistaken, I can see it right now over here. So those are the two things. Then there's a few more rules to it. If you want to use anything, you need to have the same stats. So for example, if I use a 6-1, I can only use other 6-1 material. And if I'm not mistaken, weapons only go on weapons and other stuff goes on other stuff. Let's see if I have something that is similar. This one, nope. Wait, why can I not succeed? Do I have anything that... Okay, these two I can succeed. Wait, that's actually weird. I can succeed a 6 in it. Does that actually work? I don't think so. I thought you always had to have the same grade of succeeding. But apparently that's also not the case. So that's another thing. But this one I cannot... Okay, so the target has to be lower than the other one, it seems. Okay, interesting, interesting. But then again, there's also something that it doesn't always work. But the weird thing is this one doesn't go on this one. So I guess only earrings go on earrings, sub-weapons go on sub-weapons, and that kind of stuff. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Learned something new there as well. Is that exactly the case? That seems to be exactly the case. Also, anything you want to succeed has to be 6-star, at least. Then there's a few more things to it. If you want to succeed anything that is a 6-star, do I have an example right now of anything? I don't really have an example. So, okay, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I will take it from the thing that I did yesterday. If I want to put this weapon in right now, it would say it would work, but it doesn't. And the main reason that it doesn't is because if I want to succeed this thing into that thing, I need this one to be plus 13. And I'll look it up from the thing that I did yesterday because I don't really want to risk this, to be honest. But yeah, that's definitely a thing that you have to keep in mind. Maybe because it's a lower star, it would actually work. Don't add me on that one. But yeah, there's a few science things that you kind of have to test around. I did test with this weapon that was a 6-2 and then another weapon that was a 6-2 that I want to transfer into this weapon. I had to make that weapon plus 13. So I had to be 1 star higher. You think you can click on this, but then it gives an error like, okay, it has the same grade. It doesn't work. So you have to keep that in mind as well. So then where can you actually use this? Well, for example, if I want to succeed any of my current gear, let's say I would want to succeed this thing, I would need to make an earring on 6-2. That, well, 6-2 if I don't want to lose any of those grades. I think it does work, but probably 6-2, and then I have to make it plus 13. That's how I can regrade this thing. Same for this one, I need a 6-1 or a 6, and if I have a 6, it will go lower than this. If the other one is higher, I'm not entirely sure what works, or if it works if I put a 6-2 into this one. Not entirely sure if that works. Let's try the other way around, if that would work. So if we go for succession, we click on this, yeah, I cannot put my 6-2 weapon in here, that's on that one. Another thing you have to keep in mind for weapons you do want to remove your stones, the gems, because the gems don't actually transfer over. You do transfer over these, this one, the soul stone, whatever it is, but you do not transfer over these gems in here. So definitely do remove those the moment you do the succession as the material. But then, why would you use it? How would you use it? Do you start plus 13 in everything and then start transferring over your stats? Not really, and I keep clicking this thing away. Not really, actually. The main thing which I would recommend you to do is try to get gear from probably Twisted Light, which is the new raid, which is Farako. Try to get good substats on it. Have them at a 6-2, and then make your new gear. Let's say that I want to have a... I want to make this accessory. I want to transfer it into this accessory. I make this accessory 6-2. I keep it level 1 or leave level 0. That's very important because you do not need to have a 12 and 13. You can do a 0 and 1 as well. Of course, you don't get any of the rolls, but you still get the transfer of the stats. So let's say that this equipment is full on everything S. It's somewhat far away from that, but it kind of gets on the point towards where you kind of want to use that. So you want to aim for those gears that are, I think, twisted, either this one or maybe something where it's a 6-star or a 6-1, because not everything goes 6-1. You kind of want to use that equipment to transfer that stuff into it. So then, once again, what is the must to do? I have to make this gear 6-2. I have to keep this gear plus 0. Then I can do this gear on a plus 1. And with this gear, I can transfer the stats into this gear. And therefore, I will have these rolls instead of, or these lines instead of these lines. So therefore, you can upgrade your gear, because you probably notice if you buy any gear right now that is a 5-4, 5-4 will pretty much never have like S rolls and that kind of stuff in it. So you have to transfer if you get those new gears, especially for Marsh. For Farako gear, it's not really needed because you get at 6-2, it can get like pretty much all the way to like S's and that kind of stuff. But for these gears, you don't really get them towards higher stuff. And since if I upgrade this right now to 6-2, it will have B1s across the board on 6-2. So definitely B1s across the board on 6-2. It's not bad, but it's also not great. I would need like 8 catalysts if I want to make everything a S tier. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, let's say at some point we get mythical gear. You kind of want to do the same thing. You don't want to up your mythical gear yet. You want to succeed your old gear, the old lines, into the mythical gear if you want to use that mythical gear. So definitely keep that in mind. Do not upgrade your new gear yet. So this one and this one, I will make them 6-2 because those are still the 2 pieces that I'm still missing for my current set. Those are those 2 pieces. I will make them 6-1. Or no, I will make them 6-2, then I will transfer them over, and then I start upgrading them. So that's pretty much all there is to it for this rune succession, or that's pretty much all there is to it for that equipment succession. It did cost me quite a bit. You have to keep a few things in mind. You cannot succeed everything on everything, and you have to have a higher grade than the previous one. So let's say I would like to succeed into this weapon. That's, well, actually I did succeed into this weapon because I made another weapon that was a plus 12 into a plus 13. I threw that 13 on this one, and then this one is now plus 13. And I will make it 6-3 at some point, and then probably try to up these ranks as well. But yeah, that is the road that you take. So let's say, for example, I also did it for this one actually. But let's say I want to succeed another thing into this. I will need to have another weapon plus 14 on a 6-1, or I make this 6-2 and then a 6-2 on eagle. But I need a plus 14 to succeed into this weapon, which is very difficult, which probably will never happen. So yeah, with that said, that is pretty much how you get to do those. I will have like 3 more that I definitely want to succeed into. This one I don't really care about. And probably the light weapon I also want to succeed something into. This one, I will just get a new one. That's pretty much the easiest way. Like I have a 6-2 right now. It is pretty terrible. It's not that great. But if I want to succeed into this one, either I have to make another earring plus 13 and then succeed into it, or I just get a new earring and then I plus 12 it, which is probably cheaper than plus 13 in another earring and then succeeding that. So that is probably my way to go. And then for these two, those are blanks, so I just get, like, I have the 2 new ones laying around, and then I just wait until I can succeed into those. So yeah, that is my game plan. I hope you learned a thing or two. Definitely this is something that can cost you quite a lot of gold and quite a lot of sky stones and, well, restore stones and everything like that if you do it wrong. So definitely mind these tips in this video. Hope you enjoyed the video, and guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.